Thank you, Dave. Well, today, very simple. I've asked to, so that we can present to you, if you remember, as I'm sure you do, that during the SONA, I gave instructions for all our different agencies, led of course by DPWH, to give us all of the information on specifically flood control projects that were started, were finished, were in progress from the beginning of my term, which was in mid-2022 until now. And so part of that process of auditing these projects was to also publicize the list that we were going to get from DPWH. Well, we have done it. We have received the list from DPWH. We, I think, have put it into a form that is accessible to the public, and most importantly, it is in a form that the public can use so that they can first identify the projects, the flood control projects that are within their area, within their barangay, so that they can actually go and look at it. Or if they already have information, they can tell us about it. Kung maganda yung naging project, kung hindi maganda yung naging project, bakit hindi maganda yung naging project, ano naging problema, etc., etc. And that's what the present website is supposed to do. Now, this is the third iteration of this website. We've been working on it. Kahit nung nasa India kami, we were already working on it. And it was, this is the final form of it. And we are very much open to suggestions. If the people want us to put more info or other info onto the website, we will certainly do that. But to begin with, we have I think there will be a video later on to show very simply how the website is being used. I was asked if, again, this is something that everybody can use, and I'm confident that the way that we have done it is very accessible to people. Before we get to this point, can we do the video first? Can we hang on to this? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning, please. Yeah, okay, let's do that. O sige, gawin na natin yan. Another feature that we just added na pwede mong hanapin sa mapa. And then, beyond that, this is the street map. Pero maraming overlay yan. May overlay pa yan na satellite picture. Can we just show the first page? Yung list of projects and then yung search. Well, that's the there. Okay, keep going up. All right. Doon sa pinakita, linalagay yung location, yung date, kung ano yung project. You don't need to have all of those details. All the public has to do Para ang ginawa ko, sabi ko, kasi nung unang namin natanggap ito, it was map coordinates. So sabi namin, hindi pwede. So we translated the map coordinates down to the barangay level. So ang kailangan lang ipasok ng kahit sino, buksan yung website para makita, tiga barangay 1, 2, 3 ako. Tama. Yun, ilagay lang, ayan, barangay Tabaco. And they can search all of the projects that are in their area. So kung alam na nila, pwede na sila magsabi maganda naman. Pwede sila magsabi hindi maganda ang naging project. And so those are we just try to keep it as simple as possible so that people can just put yan lang naman eh. Basta barangay lang, tama na 'yon. Kasi yung isa may listahan pa eh. Where, when, that's not necessary. If alam ninyo, di gamitin nyo. Pero kung hindi necessary na ganun, ito na lang. Basta lagay nyo yung barangay ninyo at lalabas na lahat ng flood control project. Maybe there are certain already initial findings that we have made during the ongoing investigation that we have initiated since the SONA. And I think it is interesting for people to look into so that it can be a guide as to where maybe the problems have arisen. And these are key findings on flood control projects. Can we put that up? Yeah. These are basic data lang ito. Next page, yeah. The total cost of all of the projects since July 2022 until today is 545 billion pesos. I don't know about you, but that is a very big number by any measure. That is an enormous number. Let's keep going. Another observation is that there are 6,021 projects worth more than 350 billion that do not specify the exact type of flood control that is being built. Then, many projects also in different locations have exactly the same contract cost. I think anybody who works in either the private sector or the public sector, pag sinabi, may 50 project, pare-pareho, 150 million lahat. Pare-pareho lahat. Imposible yan. It is impossible for one barangay, even if they are the next barangay, to have the exact same project to the exact same amount with the exact same contractor. Imposible yan. And that is why that is a significant finding already that we have made. Now, can you keep going, please? What's in there? So, we looked at the regions kung saan ang pinakamarami. And this is what came out. So, that's something that we have to dig deeper into. Parang yung NCR, that makes sense. Kasi talaga yung flood problem nandiyan. Pero titignan pa natin yan. Tapos, Region 3, well, they're flood prone. But tignan natin why, as opposed to other places that have that are also flood prone. Okay, next. Here, I think you can analyze this for yourself. I don't need to explain this. These are the provinces with the most projects. And at the same time, here's a list of the top 10 provinces that are most flood prone, that have been assessed to be the most flood prone. I think you will notice they don't necessarily match. This side and that side don't necessarily match. Now, I'm sure there are explanations for that. We will have to study it further. But you would intuitively say that projects the areas rather, the provinces, the regions, whatever you want to do, whatever pinaka-flood prone, yun dapat ang pinakamaraming project. Pero parang hindi tumutugma. Kaya yan, kailangan natin pag-aralan na mabuti kung bakit nagkaganyan. And, well, this is just another piece of information. Out of 170 pumping stations, that's the next one, yeah. Pumping stations, 157 were in Metro Manila. This really, more than anything, manifests how the pumping stations have become ineffective because of the garbage collection problem. So that's indicative of that. Kaya namin linagay yan dyan. Kaya dahil para yung malaman ng tao, gawa tayo ng gawa nitong pumping station, pag yung basura naman ay natapon, nabara yung bomba, nabara yung estero, nabara lahat, kagaya yung pinuntahan natin nung last week, wala ring silbi yung pumping station. And that's just to bring home the message that we really have to do something about the garbage problem. There are, let's see, yeah, this is, all over, there are 2,409 contracting entities, which is understandable. Kasi sa local, ganyan talaga yan. May AA, AAA, yun lang ang pwede niyong gamitin. And pag yung maliliit na project, the local can do it already. So that's not, just to show paano yung nagkahatian. However, this is another disturbing assessment statistic. 20% of the entire 545 billion budget napunta lang sa 15 na contractor. Sa 15 na contractor na yan, 5 sa kanila ay may kontrata sa buong Pilipinas. Keep going. Yeah, with the flood. Ito na yung listahan. And this is what I was talking about. 5 of these 15 contracts have projects in almost all regions nationwide. Ang justification sa pagpili ng kontratista ay para sasabihin, pagbigyan naman natin yung local. Di ba? Para naman yung mga maliliit na contractor, may trabaho naman sila. At mas mabilis kasi kung local. Kausap mo yung tao eh. Again, my experience as governor is that as much as possible, we try to do it by local. Kasi pwede namin, may madali, sabi, bilisan nyo na, bakit wala pa, pwede mong anihin. You have some influence over the thing. But that for me was the one that stood out very much. 5 of these contractors had projects in almost the entire country. So those are the ones that immediately pop out na sa aking palagay ay kailangan natin tignan. So anyway, this is the initial. We are rolling out the website today. We have provided you with some of the initial information that we have had. They are not assessments. We are not accusing anyone of anything yet. However, it gives us an idea of how this has been conducted. So I hope people will take advantage of this. And as I said, there is always a way for them to give their comments. Magsumbong sila kung yan ang gusto nilang gawin. Maaari naman sasabihin nila, hindi, walang problema dito. Yun ang pinakamagandang balita na matatanggap namin. So I encourage everyone to look into this and say your piece. Kasi parang sinasabi ng mga iba, nakikita naman namin hindi maganda pero wala naman kami mapuntahan, wala naman kami malapitan. Ngayon meron na. Ngayon meron na kayo malalapitan. Ito, ang lalapitan na ngayon ninyo, ako mismo. Dahil akong titingin dito araw-araw sa website natin at babasahin ko ang mga report na ibibigay ng taong bayan. So this is the first step. We are going to keep going. This is something that is, I think, absolutely necessary. We have to clean our ranks. This is it might be a little painful. Baka masangkot dyan yung mga tao na malapit sa atin. Ngunit kahit malapit sila sa atin, mas malapit naman siguro sa puso natin yung taong bayan. Kaya sila ang unahin natin. All right. I think that's just a preliminary briefing, and thank you, and I'll take some questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, the first question will come from Alvin Baltasar, Radio Pilipinas.
Mr. President, magandang umaga po. Hi, sir. Good morning po. Mr. President, Mr. Ramon Ang is offering to solve the flood problem in the National Capital Region. What is your take on this?
Thank you. What else? What else can you say? You know, this is why we have. This is the reason why, from the very beginning, I always said the private sector needs to be part of everything of our national development. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Now, yung proposal ni Ramon Ang is also certainly very welcome. Because, you know, we've seen his projects. Maganda naman ang mga nagiging resulta. He's able to bring it in on time. And, you know, the man is an engineer. So I'm sure he has pinag-aralan niya na mabuti yan. He's actually given me already this briefing before. And however, there is still another side to his proposal. And the other side of his proposal, I will fix the flooding problem. I will desil the areas here in Metro Manila anyway. But the mayors, the LGUs, have to take care of the garbage problem. It simply doesn't work until we have a solution to the garbage problem. We have a proposal for waste-to-energy solution in Manila, City of Manila. So baka naman, so that I think that will go on, but that's only for Manila. So, itutuloy natin, titingnan natin kung magandang lumabas doon. And if that's the case, then that's what we will do with other parts of, at least Metro Manila sa una or the other urban areas na nababaha. So, again, anybody who wants to help, it's a welcome offer. Yes.
So, sir, just a quick follow-up. So, yung proposal po ni Senador Panfilo Lacson, na itap din yung ibang mga bilyonaryo sa bansa, welcome din po sa inyo yan.
Siyempre, you know, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Kung handa silang tumulong. And this is not anything new. The so-called taipans of the country, pagka meron tayong gustong gawin, nag-o-offer talaga sila. Kaya't marami silang naitutulong. So I will certainly look at this proposal of Ramon very, very closely and see if it's actually, if we can do it. Like I said, it will require that coordination between LGUs and I guess San Miguel, whatever it is, what part it is that they want to play. Pero nagdi-desilt na siya. Pasig River, dinidesilt na niya. So alam niya talaga yon. So anyway, that's something that that's very welcome, as I said. Any offers of help are always welcome.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. President.
Thank you. Sir, the next question will come from Ana Felicia, GMA News Online.
Good morning, Mr. President. Sir, Senator Tulfo mentioned earlier na isang undersecretary ng DPWH yung reportedly nasibak dahil po dito sa anomalous flood control. Is this confirmed, Mr. President? And sino-sino pa po kaya yung involved dito sa corrupt flood projects po? If we can name them, Mr. President.
Now? We just opened the website. No, I need to hear from other people because makukuha kong report? Makukuha kong report sa kung sino man, maganda lahat. So I need to hear from people first. And then if there is really something na kailangan sasabihin talaga ito consistent, ang dami nilang 15 yung project nila, puro palpak. Delikado na yan, pitignan na namin. But we don't have that yet. We haven't conducted that. If you remember, the DepDev is going to now go into all of that. Pero parallel effort yan. sa gobyerno at saka sa taong bayan. Importante yung contribution ng taong bayan. Napakahalaga. Dahil kami, nandito kami, pinag-usapan nga natin, 9,000 projects. Siyempre, didetalye namin yan, iisa-isahin namin yan. Pero ang tao, nandun sa harap nila. Paggising nila sa umaga, maglalakad lang sila ng kalahating kilometro, nandyan na, nakita na nila. So that's maybe more important. Kaya we have encouraged the way we put the website together, kahit may picture, may video, i-upload ninyo sa amin para makita namin. Kasi meron kaming yung mga malalaking analysis, yung mga satellite nga, pati yung mga report. Pero iba na rin yung nakikita mo, sasabihin mo, dito nasira, dito pumasok yung tubig. Nung bumigay ito, wala na, binaha na kami lahat. So that's why we are encouraging to go, we are asking people to help us and to help themselves. Dahil kung maayos natin ito, hindi na sila babahin, or at least not as badly as they are now.
Sir, quick follow-up lang po. Doon po sa 15 contractors na nakita natin, meron po bang link sa mga government officials, especially po sa mga congressmen na nakaupo, sir?
Wala na ba talaga tayong investigative journalist ngayon dito sa Pilipinas? Trabaho niya yan. Look it up. We are going to look at it also. But it will be premature for me to name names, etc. until we really know what's going on. But, go out there. Tignan ninyo. Talk to the people. We need to hear from everyone. And that's I think something that we can all play a part in. I know that once this comes out, that kung ano-ano mga papasok na reklamo, kuminsan justified, kuminsan hindi, dahil may alitan for political or whatever, natalo sa kontrata, the usual thing. But we'll still go through every single one, and we still have to see what really is credible, and what needs to be acted upon. So let's also be fair to everyone and not say, ito si ganito, ito si ganyan, tanggal ka sa trabaho. Unless we have a good idea of what went wrong.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The next question from Evelyn Quiroz from Filipino Mirror.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
President. Ito pong presentation niya na website, ito po yung base na po ito sa inventory na sinubmit po ng DPWH.
Yes.
Opo. Sir, bali, dun po sa presentation nyo, yung may a total cost of 545 billion, 350 po dun is almost 50%. Pwede po ba natin makonsider yun na ghost projects?
No.
Or hindi naman po?
We're just starting this process. Remember, we haven't, DepDev is already working on it. The Public Works is already working on it. My office is already working on it. But if I'm to stand up here and then mali si ganito, mali si ganyan, tapos mali, that's not fair. So let's be circumspect about pointing fingers and shouting at people. Tignan natin na mabuti. Because always remember, the assumption, kasi masama na ba na tao eh. So the assumption, lahat yan maulang kwenta. Hindi totoo naman yun. Meron din maganda. Meron din na buo. Meron naman na nakatulong. So, pero hanapin natin yung hindi maganda, yung hindi nabuo, yung hindi nakatulong, at kung saan napunta yung pondo para doon sa ganong klaseng project. Kung sasabihin natin, it's also possible that palpak yung flood control project dahil climate change na eh. Sa buong kasaysayan ng lugar na yun, hindi pa binaha. Nangyayari sa amin yan eh. Hindi pa binaha. Ngayon lamang binaha dahil ganyan na yung climate change na iba. Ang lakas ng bagsak ng ulan. So, kaya na-overwhelm yung flood control. Wala naman nagnakaw. Pero yung specification natin doon sa flood control na yan, ay para doon sa pre-climate change na sitwasyon. So we have to be careful about this. Of course, we want to get to the bottom. Of course, we want the people who have taken advantage of the system to pay and to be answerable to the shortcomings that has been demonstrated. And if there is evidence of corruption, then of embezzlement, of any kind of wrongdoing, that's when we will move. But again, we cannot do all of this without the help of the ordinary citizen. We need the citizen to play their part, their civic duty, to report to the government what they see as being wrong. So let's be, as I say, circumspect and maayos yung ating pasok dito. Hindi yung bara-bara na, bahala na. You know what the expression in English is throwing the baby out together with the bathwater. Di ba? You choose. You
Sir,
make sure that you're on good ground.
Mr. President, follow-up lang po. Doon po sa SONA, bali, yung Regional Project Monitoring Committee po, ay naatasan nyo na yung parang ma-identify yung failures, tapos yung mga hindi natapos, at saka yung alleged ghost projects. Pwede po bang malaman ngayon sa inyo kung sino po yung talaga yung ahensya na mag-iimbestiga nito, yung pangkalahatan? Thank you po.
It will be DepDev. The regional, they will look at all of this. That's why what the DepDev, for example, can do. For those who are not up to, DepDev is what NEDA used to be. We just renamed it, so it's now called the Department of Development. So anyway, ang gagawin naman ng DepDev, titignan yung papel and see what happened, where it went. Tapos yung mga really very, very problematic areas, siguro papupuntahan nila. But how many areas can they go to? We were talking about 9,000 projects. Hindi nila mapupuntahan lahat. Kaya para sa akin, napakahalaga ang kontribusyon at ang mga komento, ang mga reklamo, ang mga video, mga picture na ipapadala sa atin ng taong bayan. This will not work. This whole process will not work unless people are involved. It is not going to be enough if only government is involved, if only DepDev is involved, if only Public Works is involved, if only the Office of the President is involved. We need everyone involved because, I don't know, 80 million, 90 million pairs of eyes are better than all the eyes in entirety of government. So, again, let me stress that it is exceedingly important that people get involved. So, lahat ng hinain ninyo, masama loob ninyo, yung nagre-reklamo kayo, frustrated kayo dahil nakikita ninyo, wala naman kayong malapitan. Ito na yung chance ninyo. Ito na yung chance ninyo. Meron na tayong website. Ang isusulat ninyo doon sa report, yung tinatawag yung sa na report, ang isusulat ninyo doon sa report, ako mismo ang babasa. Yan ang asahan ninyo. Babasahin ko bawat isa.
Thank you, Mr. President. The last question, Mr. President, will come from Maris Umali, GMA 7.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Morning.
Pardon me if I may have to divert a bit from the issue this morning because this is a breaking story, Mr. President. Two BFAR vessels in Bajo de Masinloc were just water cannoned today.
Yeah.
And there's a heavy flotilla of Chinese vessels, more than our vessels from the PCG and BFAR. They have around 30 vessels and we have 10, so we are outnumbered, obviously. What immediate actions will the administration take specifically for this particular incident, and how will you respond, sir, to China's complaint regarding your recent statement in India, in your state visit to India?
Let's take the second part of your question first. I don't know what they're talking about. Playing with fire? I was just stating facts. We do not want to go to war. But I think if there is a war over Taiwan, we will be drawn. Hihilain tayo sa aya't gusto natin. Kicking and screaming. We will be drawn and dragged into that mess. Whatever you do, come on, wag na tayong hope. I love this saying, hope is not a plan. I hope it doesn't happen. I hope it doesn't. But if it does, we have to plan for it already. And that's what I was talking about. How do we get our people out? How do we protect kung magkagulo, gera na nga dito. Eh, malapit na sa atin. Ano nga gawin natin? Eh, okay lang, normal lang yan. Pababayaan na lang natin. Kung sino pasok labas dito sa atin. Hindi naman pwede yun. So we'll have to do something. So inevitably, despite our fervent wish to avoid any confrontation with anybody anywhere, war over Taiwan will drag the Philippines kicking and screaming into the conflict. That is what I was trying to say. That's what I don't understand. And I think because of the narrative coming out about playing with fire and being provocative and all of that, kaya nagka-increase ng activity doon sa West Philippine Sea. What special instructions I have? We don't have any special instructions. Sanay na tayo rito. You know, it is not a one thing na there's no silver bullet na pag pinaputok mo, solve lahat ang problema mo. What will happen here is we will continue to be present. We will continue to defend our territory. We will continue to exercise our sovereign rights. And despite any opposition from anyone, we will continue to do that, as we have done in the past 3 years. Now, we do not intensify our operations, we just respond. Hindi naman tayo aggressive eh. Ano lang tayo, dumidepensa lang tayo. So that's the situation there. Unfortunately, we are, I think, for propaganda purposes, misinterpreted. But the Philippines is not, we are constant in our defense of the territory, of the state, of the population of the Republic of the Philippines. Ganun lang ang trabaho namin. Ganun lang ang aming gagawin. Wala tayong interes na pasukin kahit sino, na puntahan na kahit sino, sugurin kahit sino. Wala tayong ka-interes dyan. Sana nga yung ginagastos natin for defense and security, hindi na kailangan. Kung saan natin magagamit yan. We can use it for agri, for housing. We can use it for job creation. We can use it. But we have to do this because we are under threat. We are forced to do this. We do not want to do this. We are forced to do this. We do not want any kind of confrontation with anyone. We want to build a better, stronger, freer, safer Philippines. That's what we are working for. This kind of confrontation does not build a stronger, better Philippines. All it does is continue to defend our country. So
Sir,
that's I'm a little bit perplexed why it would be characterized as such, as playing with fire.
Sir, so right now, our vessels there in Bajo de Masinloc will not be instructed to back out. We will just continue to stay there
We
at
have
this
never
point.
instructed any of our vessels
All
to
right.
back out.
Thank you, sir.
Never. But we have to always, when we do not back out because natakot tayo, umatras tayo. Alam mo, I don't know about other places, pero dito sa gobyernong ito, hindi tayo umaatras sa laban. We are brave. Filipinos are brave. But we do not. Sinong Pinoy na gusto magkagera? Sino? Kahit maganap ka para sa akin, kahit isa. Kahit yung sundalo, kahit yung Coast Guard, ayaw nila ng gulo. So, no. But at the same time, we have a duty to perform. And that is to defend the country. So no, we never back down. We always continue to do. Our uniformed personnel, the Navy, the Coast Guard, the Army, the Marines, all of them, the Air Force, all of them are pledged. They took an oath. And they're just doing their duty, they're performing their mission, defend the Philippines. Yun lang naman ang ginagawa nila. And we will not stop doing it. We will not stop doing it. We will stop doing it when the threats stop. Tigil na yung mga threat, we can all sit more safely at home and mas magiging magaan ang kalooban natin kapag ganun ang sitwasyon. Okay?
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
All right,
That
maraming-
concludes our press conference this morning. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Maraming salamat.
Salamat. Thank you.